Hello everyone and welcome back to the Skip McGuines Career Mode Episode 6, and in this one we are starting the Truck Series full season, driving for NEMCO, joined by Joe and John Hunter Nemechek on the team. Skip McGuines hops into the number 28 Liftmaster, I think it's a Toyota, no, it's a Chevrolet for them. Anyway, we have increased the difficulty to Legend, and now 25% race, so this one will be longer. First race of the season in the full season, so we'll qualify and then we'll race. This is the Liftmaster Peak number 28, third car for NEMCO. I remember I had some heated battles with Joe Nemechek on the track, but I did run well in my race, in my hot seat with NEMCO, so decided to hop in. And I didn't do great in hot seats. Yes, I had the win, but that was my only top 10. And overall, this was the only really good team that I had a solid offer from. It's like a championship contending team. So we head towards the tri-oval and get ready to start. I believe it's just one lap we get. No, we actually get two. So running Daytona for the first time. So just an update on what's coming to the channel. I have 5 more laps altogether to shoot in the Bristol race. And that will definitely be out during the weekend. And oh, I almost wrecked there off the apron. It will either be Saturday night or Sunday. So if it's not up Saturday night, don't freak out. That just means it'll be up Sunday at some time before the Clash starts at 3 o'clock. So look forward to that. No basketball this weekend. There's going to be a lot more on next weekend, and I'm also going to put up my predictions for the entire NASCAR season probably on Friday, as that lap was ridiculously slow from us. We really got to pick up this pace. So that's what you can expect. Not a big week on the channel. Next week with President's Day weekend, things will be busy. No Progressive Cup Series race, but we'll have some Shetty basketball. We'll have some NBA stuff. And we're going to have the second Xfinity race at Atlanta. And I might get another one of these out this coming weekend. The Atlanta race. And then maybe Martinsville the following weekend. And we'll see what our first Xfinity Series hot seat is. So we come through the final corner. Like I said, I am on Legend, so I don't know how tough this will be. And I'm dead last in qualifying. So we got some work to do. Next to the other number 28, Brian Dowsa. I forgot there's another 28. Regan Smith qualified on the pole. We got to check that. It's both of our teammates. Nothing that impressive. Let's just see. Regan Smith and Ben Rhodes. As here is the green flag. And we're underway here. Kicking off the season, 4 laps in stage number 1. Fuel 22 laps. I don't know exactly how long that means. Myatt Snyder blocking us pretty emphatically on the start. Ross Chastain, I think, made it to the championship 4 last season. I mean, every race he was running way up towards the front. We really don't have that much of a draft right now. We bounced off Dowsa a couple times. It's TJ Bell who we're trying to push. Lap 1, nothing terrible, not too shabby. Already made up 3 spots. Corbin Forrester and Myatt Snyder next on the agenda. Like I said, this is the first time I've raced on Legend difficulty. I was on hard for the whole hot seat thing, so this... Not expecting too much in this race. This is really a good judge for what to expect as we head into the rest of the season. And oh, a little contact with Myatt Snyder. There's Tommy Joe Martins. Todd Peck. And I wanted to mention to you guys, I don't know if you saw anywhere, but Corey LaJoie is going to be running in the Daytona 500. He got a ride with TriStar Motorsports in the 72. There's my boss. I'm going to try to help him a little. But yeah, so LaJoie is going to be running almost the full season because Cole Witt wants to step away from the actual physical racing and more into the managing and marketing side of it and focus his racing towards dirt tracks. So Corey LaJoie is back for a second chance with an even better team, TriStar Motorsports, who was actually getting solid runs with Cole Witt last year. Anyway, we are on lap number 3 of 4 in stage number 1. And for Legend, running pretty well, up to 19th right now, a side-by-side battle with Stuart Friesen. Pushing Jennifer Jo Cobb as we head to the final lap. And is that John Hunter Nemechek? I think I got a glimpse of Nemechek. He is about 6 or 7 cars ahead of us. Or is he in second? He's either in second or like 12th. I can't tell which is which, but we have gone by the boss man, Joe Nemechek. And of course now we're going to have rivals too, so that'll be interesting to see. And I mean, Jennifer Jo Cobb shouldn't be annoyed. I am pushing her forwards. But this is the final corner of stage number 1. And ultimately, I'd prefer the inside, so I am just going to hold up here and wait for 19th. And across the line, 19th in stage 1, so a pretty solid stage coming from last to 19th. And ahead of our boss, and the whole crowd is pitting, and I think one stop now would make it through the rest of the race. So since the rest of the field is, we might as well. We're not getting repairs though. Oops. Alright. And for some reason that puts us dead last. Still trying to figure out the pit glitch here on NASCAR Heat 2. But anyway, the green flag back in the air. We'll see how long this stage is. This one is also 4 laps. And almost a little contact there with Chastain. We do get in front of him. There's Brian Dowza. And I still don't understand why his sponsor is the New York Fire Department, but no matter. Anyway, we bounce off Chastain. Now we're going to be last. Uh-oh. Can't lose the draft here. But I think that's the direction we're heading. Not a good restart. Gonna have to hope that there's a little bit of a hold up on one of these lines, and whichever one it is, I'm latching on. And fortunately, it looks like that was Myatt Snyder who kind of slowed down Corbin Forrester, and a bit of a chain reaction on the outside. And we're right back into the thick of things again. Three laps to go here in stage number 2. We're going to see if the big one strikes at all today. 20 laps. Now the fuel is going to be right there for everybody in terms of making it the rest of the way. I think it's going to really come down to maybe even the final lap in terms of do you have enough gas. It's going to be interesting to see what the AI strategy is, because for the most part I'm going to try to blend in with the AI strategy unless I feel like I might have an advantage. Travis Quapple has fallen like a rock. I wasn't racing with him much. There's Todd Peck in the 83. Make a little contact with Tyler Young. And I want to have one main rival during this whole season that I really get into the thick of things with. I start weighing my options, and whoever I end up unintentionally getting into this week will become my intentional source of blows. And the caution's going to come out for something, and we're going to be 23rd in the stage, so something happened to Myatt Snyder, because he is the only person pitting. We do have enough gas to make it the rest of the way. So the green flag coming back. So something happened to Myatt Snyder to bring out that caution. Anyway, we have 15 laps to go in the season opening Next Era Energy Resources 250. And we are latching right on the back of TJ Bell. There's Matt Mills on the outside. And I recently found out that Matt Mills and Tommy Joe Martins switched numbers and paint schemes at an update a few months into the season. A few months into this game being out. And I think I might as well latch on with the boss man here and see if I can help him towards the front. If I can remain mistake-free the rate that I've been running so far, I will be getting the chance to win here on Legend difficulty, which would be great for Skip McGuinness. There's Clay Greenfield on my outside. Big bobble up there. Noah Gregson, something. That car just bobbled about 8 times. And now both my teammates are right over here. And Joe sweeps to the outside to try to get with his son and leaves his other teammate out to dry here on the inside. So I'm going to have to go Joe free and John Hunter free and fly by both my teammates. And now like all 4 Thor Sport cars are within about 6 cars of each other. 3 of them right here. Regan Smith still leads this race. So we make a little contact with Ben Rhodes and Grant Enfinger. And here we come into the top 10. I was not expecting to run this well, especially after the mess that was qualifying, but here we come. Todd Gilliland on the outside, Crafton on the inside. Smith is side by side with one of those, either 22 or 32, either Yaley or the other one, Austin Wayne Self, I'm not sure. That's Austin Hill, Ryan Truex, Coughlin, and I believe Austin Cindric. Whoa. Crafton just completely bumped me out of the way, and I just got bumped by about 3 of those cars as Todd Gilliland gets loose and doesn't save it, and we make some pretty extensive contact there right at the end. I mean, we're not going to pit here. We're going to be 13th. So I don't know what happened there. Anyway, here we come to the restart. With a little bit of damage, 3% aero, nothing major. 9 laps to go. And both of my teammates right in front of me. Joe, for some reason, seems reluctant to work with me and keeps drifting up to work with John Hunter. So I'm going to try to work with John Hunter, but That little bit of aero damage, you could tell, really hurt me in the corner. Now I'm going to have to get a draft from self, or maybe move to this moving outside line, but I don't think I want to do that. Just hold them both in check. Oh boy, a third line coming with Cobb. Want to stick to the inside because that's the preferred lane, and Cobb slides back after contact with the 46 of Gilliland, and someone just got hung out to dry on the inside. I think that was Cindric making a really bold move. Meanwhile, 8 laps to go, running 13th in the first race of Skip McGuinness's full season in the Truck Series. Running with TJ Bell, that's Crafton, and then there's Joe Nemechek in the middle of those two. Austin Wayne Self and Noah Gregson round out the top 15 behind me. I get a little bit on the apron. Way up there is Austin Hill. I'm going to try to avoid that, because that could spur some trouble. We're going to stay with Crafton. No idea where John under Nemechek went. I think he's somehow shot his way all the way to the front, because I don't see him. He might be all the way. Yeah, and there he is, I think. I think he's running up in 4th place right now. I make contact with the apron again. I gotta stop doing that. That's what hurt me in qualifying. Austin Hill pushing me. Nemechek on the outside as we have 6.5 laps to go. Running 11th. I want to take this victory, punch the ticket to the playoffs early, because I still don't know what to expect on legend difficulty on tracks without restrictor plates to hold everybody together. If I'm just going to fall back, if I'm going to be able to keep it out of the wall and things like that. It's the only restrictor plate race of the Truck Series regular season, so this could be one of my big opportunities. 6 laps to go. Regan Smith falling back for the first time all day. He started on the pole and pretty much dominated the first 15 laps. Truex moving up. And that is Cindric on the outside. We drifted up just slightly to touch the 92. I am still just so shocked by how well we are running in this race. And then Nemechek is in front of Christopher Bell, who I am pushing. Then it's Cindric and Truex. Coughlin leading the race. Enfinger second. We're going to put a nose out under Christopher Bell. 5 laps left, and I think I'm going to go with John Hunter in a moment. And whoa, a little contact with Christopher Bell. I'm a really good plate racer, but anything else, I don't really trust myself as much. There are these certain mile-and-a-half tracks that I run really well at, and certain ones that I just can't turn. So anyway, I'm hooking on with Nemechek, and this might be a battle between 2 NEMCO trucks and 2 ThorSport trucks, and then you've got KBM and BK Racing trying to sneak their way in. Want to try to clear Cindric, so maybe we can go single file and start a 4-car breakaway. Even 5, and try to tag along with Regan Smith. And oh, my controller disconnected. So, hold on. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, lesson learned on my part. So if you're going to make a video, make sure you have good batteries in your controller. And don't ignore the your controller batteries are low things, because they actually are pretty low. Anyway, we have just 4 laps to go and are running 4th. I want to work with John Hunter, but he's not really helping me. I think Enfinger is my best shot. I'm really just shocked by the success I'm having right now on Legend. I'll show you just so you can confirm I am on Legend difficulty. I'll show you at the end of the video, and I won't forget this time. I want to work with John Hunter so we can get NEMCO 1-2 in the first race, maybe. But the first things first is I got to catch Enfinger, who's starting to pull away, but now I catch him back. Just move them up a little. Actually, I don't know how early I want to take the lead. Whoa, 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 whoa. 3 wide. John Hunter goes to the lead. Now here comes Regan Smith. I don't want Regan Smith involved in this whole thing, but I am going to have to draft him to stay with John Hunter. And now Smith slides in behind the 8 car as we are side by side with Enfinger for third. So first things first, I got to clear Grant Enfinger as we come to just 2 laps to go here. And I'm really having some issues clearing Grant Enfinger. We've been side by side now since I had that mistake in turn 1. I finally cleared that 98. And now can we I don't know, because do we bump Regan Smith? I'm going to be doing a lot of thinking out loud here because I don't know exactly what to do. This is smart. Try to get to this outside. Try to get around Regan Smith. Which doesn't really work. Here comes Yaley behind us. Where the heck did he come from? 1 lap to go. Here we go. I'm going to try to work with John Hunter, but he can't just tuck in behind Regan Smith. Whoa, Yaley just like whacked me. And there we go. There's a crash behind me. And the caution. So we are going to get another chance. That weird rule. And we do have enough fuel, it looks like. Ben Rhodes is out of the race. Overtime. Smith, Nemechek, me, Cindric. Can we win our first race of the full season? Oh, man. John Hunter and I almost made some pretty significant contact there. I've liked working with Enfinger, and now I got into the yellow line, so now Nemechek's got the run on the outside. Here comes Austin Cindric out of nowhere. And then we have, for the most part, stalled that inside line, at least for the time being. Now we got to block Enfinger and Coughlin. Regan Smith just, you can't get him out of the lead in this race. He will not resist. Let's make sure fuel's good. Yes, it is. 1 lap to go. Here we go. This is the big chance. We got to work with Austin Cindric. Surely not what I was looking for, but... And now I'm having some issues. Okay, Regan Smith for some reason jumps to the outside. We gotta make this move. Work with Grant Enfinger. See if we can get anything going. I don't think so. But we're gonna have quite the finish in front of us. Here we come, though. Not out of the woods just yet. And we're going to get 3rd place as we kind of... Oh, my goodness. Jonathan Nemechek's not going to be happy with me for that. I got loose, and he goes up and over. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have to see what the heck just happened there. But how about a 3rd place to start the season? Oh goodness, Nemechek. And I just barely beat Enfinger to the line for 3rd, and behind us, there goes the field back there. And Nemecek went for this ridiculously long slide. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's go backtrack. I'm coming by, get loose. He goes into the wall. Let's just see if we have a better camera. Yeah, here we go. Get loose. There he goes. And then watch that, oh my goodness, up and over in front of the field. And look at that top right of your screen. Just an absolute mess. But anyway, we made it, and we finished third place. And Nemecek still did get fourth somehow out of all that, and he did win his stage, so a good start for NEMCO. And Joe, I think, ran well, too. Joe got a top 10, so overall a very strong start for the team. So we'll take a look at our rivals and see if anything big has changed there. Our money and all that. That's nice. And we sit 7th in points because we didn't get any stage points, obviously. I didn't even see who won. Was it Regan Smith? It was between Smith and Cindric, who we gave that ridiculous shot to. Ryan Blaney.
Congrats on your first truck race. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do this season.
No, he's not. Hey, WUB Network, you gotta be more careful on the track. He totally ran into me. Yeah, TJ Bell I made some heavy contact with. What is your deal? That race is awful. Oh, the suspend. Oh boy, Matt Mills getting testy. Chase Elliott loves me. Alright, so before we do that, let me just check. Wait, who even... Yeah, Regan Smith won the race. Yet somehow he and Nemecek are actually tied atop the standings at 48 points. And right now, we would make the playoffs. And rivals... And look how many people we're neutral with. Nearly half the field already. Including both of our teammates. It should be an interesting season. So we hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time on WUB Network.